Good morning, sunny Orlando, Saturday playlist live, coming to you from the balcony of our hotel room. This is our updated view. Golf course is getting a nice soaking this morning. The pool is barely being touched. As we scroll this way, you can see the swan and dolphin out that way, and Epcot is right there. Spaceship Earth in the background. First order of business today, finding breakfast. Maybe third or fourth order of business today, going down those slides. I saw that one at night. I didn't realize they had that one over there. It's gonna be a good day. This is our menu for breakfast. A mere $27 for the breakfast buffet.
Thank you.
We find a Wild Mary.
Look at that.
What do they have here? Take us on a tour.
I want to sit down.
Cheese blintzes.
Oh my god, I just got it.
Carved ham, corned beef and hash, roasted potatoes, biscuits, gravy, grits, oatmeal. That's what the sign says.
I know, I said this is what.
You said, is this grits?
Yeah,
Not this is grits.
I did see that far from.
Yeah, we got you on camera. Kielbasa sausage, that's what's for breakfast. Also, aged cheese and meats. Breakfast. The beginning of herds walking around. Is Jenna Marbles on this bus? Heading to playlist registration. Heading in the loading dock. Here we are. We gave our meet and greet bracelet to Jesse's friends so that they could stay together, and now we're just trying to find somebody else to meet. We found Charles Trippy for tomorrow. We're seeing who else is here today. No luck on the meetups. They were all gone. We were just gonna wait online for Charles Trippy again, but it didn't happen. This is what's in the goodie bag this year. We got the playbook, guidebook, schedule, and got a clear plastic bag. That's pretty decent. We got one of these things again to stick on the back of the iPhone to hold. Stickers, ads. Kind of thin this year. Back outside. It's anyone's guess if they're going to open these doors at 10 o'clock or not, or if we need to get into a bigger line. We'll wait here. The doors have opened, although security is telling people they're not allowed in. Oh no, we're inside. They have a stage set up here for you now. They're broadcasting live. This is who is here today. Swag giveaway at 12:30. Oh, so much branding. This is the line to get into the opening ceremonial panel with Mark the Daniel. Whoop. Same as prior years. We're running late. So they never opened the doors for a welcoming ceremony? And now we gotta head to a panel. This is a panel from Canon, which we've invested a lot of money in for creating better content.
Welcome to the video content creation workshop put on by Canon. So before we get started, I feel like congratulations are in order to everyone here who is awake on Saturday morning for a panel. So congratulations, thank you for being here. Back in the day when we first started. So I know that Loey was yesterday for you, but for the rest of us, yeah, let's talk about like what kind of lessons we've learned since we started compared to where we are now. You start? Anyone, yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing I didn't really think about early on, I mean, because a lot of people, you know, if you're not doing YouTube is kind of weird, like filming yourself, like that's not something that most of us are naturally doing. So those little things, like I didn't think about lighting, and I didn't think about, even just like if I was in a room with weird acoustics and stuff like that. So, you know, I was just like, oh, I saw someone do it on YouTube, so let's pull out my camera to look like that. And so you don't always compute the little things. And I mean, over the years, obviously the camera quality got a lot better, and almost even help you. So if you do start that way, and you're not thinking, oh, the lighting good, you know, the lens might be good enough, but it might not matter, you know. So, yeah.
Well, I know for myself, because I started, one of the first cameras you saw was an ELPH, and they didn't have flip-out screens back then. So a lot of times when I was recording myself, I had no idea if I was even in frame because I couldn't see myself. So a lot of times I would record something and it was really cool, I had something really cool to say, but it was a shot of my torso. Because I couldn't see, you couldn't see my face because I wasn't aiming properly. But now they have cameras that flip out. So.
What's great too is I feel like a lot of the cameras that you're getting today are allowing you to create more rather than think so much about what's happening inside of this thing. Yeah. That's a huge deal because the environment around you is so active. You're so active. So why do you want to take yourself out of that creative space to think about what's happening in here? And I love that. I love the progress in cameras and technology to allow us to create better content by not thinking so much. Right. So a lot of the mistakes that we made were made more heavily early on because we were thinking too heavily into this. And that's why I think a lot of the content today has become just so much greater.
Yeah, so my wife, we all make videos together, and she's not technical with cameras at all. But we were actually doing a video for a brand one time, and I needed a shot of me doing something because I'm looking behind the camera. And we were using the G6i, and I was like, all right, babe, like I set up and make sure the autofocus was all good, like everything was set. And I was like, all right, just film me doing this. And she was like, okay. And it turned out great. And I was like, you have no idea what you're doing, but it looks great. That's easy to do.
I think that's really cool now that you can, I mean, there was a time where DSLRs, like a lot of them didn't autofocus. That was like an unknown thing. I remember everyone and their mother had the T3i. I mean, it didn't have autofocus or anything. Now it's so common. And especially little like pocket-sized cameras like this. I think that's my favorite progression is like the vlogging cameras and how those have become so much more user-friendly and really tailored to people who do film themselves on the daily.
And there's a lot of different types of cameras that you can use for all different things. Like, I love those little vlogging cameras you can just flip up the screen and go because you can just go and you don't have to worry so much about the beauty, but rather than it's just what's really happening around you. Whereas if you get into one of these, you know, the SL1, you can use something like this and really focus on what it is you want to see and make everything very beautiful. So it's just, it depends on what you want to do. And I love all of the different types of cameras to allow you to do that.
What about you, Andrew?
I was just going to say, like, in terms of mistakes, something that held me back at the beginning was that I was really focused probably too much on quality. And I think that I would have started doing YouTube earlier and I would have gotten traction earlier if I had just like created with what I had. You know, as I started getting involved in the YouTube community, I was meeting people who were getting like hundreds of thousands or millions of views from their webcam, you know, and at the time, that was like perfectly acceptable. I was always like, no, I'm gonna wait until I can afford a DSLR. And you know, ultimately that quality is better, but I think you shouldn't let what your tools you have hold you back from what you want to create. Just do it.
So that panel is over, and by the way, thank you to the Canon people. We went in, I was holding my 80D, and they actually had a question about it, which I was able to show somebody else the details about the camera, and they gave us a bunch of swag. The Canon representative, I forget his name, it was in the video earlier, they gave us luggage tag, camera strap, and a shirt. That's the back, and this is the front. A little fake camera on it. It's pretty awesome. Which, by the way, I don't get paid by Canon at all. I can tell you that I've used Canon for years. We did buy a Sony last year. I went right back to Canon again after having the Sony. I didn't particularly like the video for the Sony itself. Canon, this weekend at Playlist, is debuting two cameras that both have 4K capability also. That's one of the biggest selling points for Sony cameras. But Canon's now integrating that into their line as well. I did ask when the refresh would be coming for the G7X Mark III, because we've been stuck with the 2, and R2 at this point is getting a little banged up. The rubber grip is ripping a little bit, etc., because we use this every day. It's beat down, but they don't have any information about refreshes to the line yet. Always amazed at the amount of branding that they put into the hotel. It's crazy. Plus we just stopped and got merch, which this is an ad for. Head into the main stage. Oh, Musical.ly's got some stuff going on here.
One more! Who has one? Let's go!
Oh my. I guess these are like people that are good at doing Musical.ly.
Anybody coming up to
Mike tells me that's Baby Ariel, the #1 Musical.lyer. I didn't know it was a thing, but it is.
Hello?
And that's her.
All right. Oh, thank you. All right.
That was it.
Right? You're going to be performing that later. And
That's why she's famous. We're headed in the main area. Give your credentials, YouTube audience. District Lines has their booth up here for shirts. The Dan and Phil's shop. What? I actually went outside to see Dan and Phil at Playlist. Oh, he fell down and his head hurts. There's not as many booths as last year. Oh look, lemonade. Oh, famous birthdays. Neat dude. It's pretty neat. Oh, and they have somebody meeting here. Do you guys know who is the neat dude?
Should we get some music? Can we get some music?
That's the second main stage up there too. But that's the neat dude? I don't know. You guys can slam me in the comments, but I really don't know who that is. Love Handle has a booth. You can spin to win more stuff too. Always again. Smile Incorporated with Roman Atwood. Smile more. We've got hats. 20 bucks. It's like the Coca-Cola logo. It's lights. What? Super lame games.
Man, your stomach. Don't look back there, that's a different show.
Looks like EA has a room here now, the two this year. Game Changers. Battlefield. Oh, look at that. Madden, Need for Speed. Hashtag Frankie Grande is here. Oh, he's not here right at the moment. But Frankie says shine. These are all of the shirts and hats and hoodies and leggings and goodness from the artists that are here, the creators that are here this weekend. Do you know this guy? This is the New Now area. There are a lot of people here. Back to wandering. They have an editing lounge here this year. Look at this, make a video of your playlist live experience using Apple Clips. Upload, and you could win Final Cut Pro. That's awesome. And here's the editing lounge. Chairs optional. Items that may not be permitted in playlist. This is a YouTube convention advertising. All of the YouTubers here and the people that are here have what makes you awesome. We're heading to our next panel and we spot a wild Jess in the crowd waiting for her YouTuber meetup on the red line. Dan and Phil are on stage now.
Well, I mean, it's the classic answer of like, you see YouTube comments, you see tweets, and then classic answer of like, you see YouTube comments, you see tweets.
While we're waiting for this panel to end, we keep telling Mike this booth is actually the meat dude, not the neat dude. Wow, I just won this from Best Buy for tweeting out this picture. So that's not too shabby.
Well, a lot's happened since that first video. I think up here there's probably a collection of millions and millions of subscribers. So I want to know, how did your channel change since that first video. Alex, you kind of talked about it already, but you kind of progressed and adapted to what other people were doing and you embraced it.
Yeah, you gotta adapt. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. It might be popular then, but like a lot of my YouTube friends are all confused. They're like, man, they used to love this stuff. Why don't they like it anymore? It's because they're not adapting. They're not changing their stuff. They got into a routine, and you could tell they don't love what they do anymore. They're just doing it because that's what they think they have to do. So adapting is key. Don't get into a routine. Keep trying new things. Keep getting out of your comfort zone, and yep, good times.
Has anyone ever been surprised where they uploaded a video? We know you were with your personal video, but surprised at how well it was received? You tried something new, and then all of a sudden you were like, wow, this is something they actually care about. Anyone have something like that?
Yeah, well, I find that like a lot of the videos that I film that I feel like are gonna do amazing end up not really, they do okay, but they don't do as great as I think they're gonna do. But then the videos that I'm like, oh, I don't think this one is gonna do very well, ends up being like amazing, like it does insanely well. So I think also finding your niche too, finding a consistent way of making your videos and the way they look, so when somebody looks at a video, not even seeing the title, they know it's you, just because of the way your video looks. So I feel like it's finding your niche, and the style of your video, I think, is very key as well. So.
That's also, I think, something that's super common, is you upload a video that you're like, this isn't my best, and people love it out of nowhere. It happens to every YouTuber at least once, and then we'll have a video that we put more effort into than anything we've ever done, and no one cares. Everyone's like, why? Go back to being in your room with...
Happens so many times.
I feel like as well, what I try and do is measure the success based on the feedback rather than the number, because some of the videos that I absolutely like love of my own content and stuff, the comments like blew my mind, and they were like, people were just pouring their hearts out and will rewatch the video over and over again, but it's not reflected in the views of that video. But then I have other videos that I just felt like I made it because people kept asking me to make it, or I had nothing else to film that day, and I don't like the videos, but then they did really well. So you definitely have to figure out like what way you want to measure your own success. And I think as well, figuring out what makes you happy to make. So I realized early on that I like making stuff that makes other people feel better about themselves, or will just kind of make people smile. So that's it. Like it's figuring that out along the way, and you can't know that starting. You never know. I thought I was gonna like doing a specific type of content, and after a few months I got so bored of it, so I changed.
I think a lot of YouTubers get very deterred by doing something they don't love, and they fall into it because they think it's what's popular, and that's why they stop doing it, because it's, if you're not happy doing it, no one else will be happy watching it. So don't try and be like the person you love unless the person you love is doing what you would love to do as well. Just find your own thing and do it. I think that's a good thing for everybody.
And I think part of finding that thing that you guys need, that niche, is stepping out of your comfort zone, kind of like how Alex was saying before.
So I think we should all give one piece of advice to anybody who wants to do YouTube, who is doing YouTube and wants to keep doing it. Alex is doing YouTube as we speak. All right, let's just start with Alex. He set it up.
Okay, so are you ready? This is my advice. This is what I like to tell people, because this is what I see most often, is YouTubers like you guys. I'm sure there's a bunch of you that uploaded one video and never did it again because you felt like it wasn't good enough, or you're not good enough, and you feel like you don't know what you're doing. But I promise you, I've been doing videos for 11 years. I still don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Like, even the CEO of companies, which I am a CEO of Wasabi Productions, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go, and I feel like I'm never gonna know everything, so I'm always gonna be learning, and we were all at wherever you guys are at one point in our life, and maybe next year you guys could be up here.
That'd be great. All right.
Finding yourself. It was like a rebirth. It was like a re-first video, which is so totally possible. Like, if you haven't found your niche yet, keep going, because it took me...
Back up in the room for a minute. This is the view. I really should be out there. Maybe in like another hour or so. They're refilling the shirts in the self-service machine. You can find where the golden tickets are now if you just watch this video. Let's see outside. That's that guy. It's that guy. I feel like these are very evened off numbers. It's a me! It's a Mario!
Till I drown in your hands. Too long since I've been a fool. Oh yeah, leave this blue neighborhood. Never knew loving could hurt this good. Oh, and it drives me wild. 'Cause when you look like that, never ever wanted to be so bad. Oh, and it drives me wild. You're driving me wild, wild, wild. You're driving me wild, wild, wild.
Mario's got a puppet now too. The act grows. Oh. We're just standing here for a while because of this guy. Most popular in all of playlists. Not that guy, not that guy. This afternoon's kind of been like Halloween Horror Nights. We're just like stopping and talking to people. We're gonna try to get into Planet Hollywood to eat some food. Chewy! They're able to seat us. We're going up to a different floor than we've been on before. Hey, this is new for me. Ben-Hur. And we finally know what this is from. This is Batman Returns. Here's the Batmobile. We got the Ferris wheel again. Oh yeah. That's lasagna. Fried. The food was pretty good this time. Now, on to a pool party. Back to the madness. Tonight is the big pool party. I think probably just gonna go down there and not go in the pool, but keep the party. Watching the party from the hotel room here, and they just lost all power to the DJ stuff, except for the mic. Hanging out by the pool. This is what the pool party area is looking like. You've got some creators up on the ledge. They party away from the other folks that are in the pool. We've got a DJ spinning. I like this little grotto area that they have. You can go up there on that bridge and you get a view of the hotel from here. The laser party has started. Now we're just waiting for the fireworks. Spaceship Earth looks awesome. You can see Disney fireworks going off over in the distance. fireworks signal an end to the day for us. Not to these guys, because there's still people out there. And paid talent or creators have their party tonight that goes until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and too old for that stuff, so I'm going to bed. So on that note, thank you for all of your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.